Good morning to everybody. I'm back. I'm just going to make a coffee and I'm going to sit down and have a chat. But I'm back early actually. I'm just going to place you there. I actually need a coffee while I do the coffee bits. So we are back, sorry, not just me early. Blimmin' battery change. Sorry about that. Let me put you back. Yeah, we actually arrived back yesterday. A day early. I'll go into that in a bit. Some of yous will know because if you watch the travel trolls. So we had great plans for yesterday as well. We were away in I don't know where it was, North Yorkshire somewhere anyway. We were supposed to be going to Surrey Hall yesterday. We've gotten some cards and everything to go and do the, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm getting the milk out, I don't need it. To go do the Surrey Hall and see the zoo and everything, and change of plans, just all the change of plans. So we had to leave a day early. We were staying at a lovely pub. Let me just go and take this coffee to Dan. It's actually really cold today. I'm just going to put the heating on actually. I'm guessing it's going to warm up and that's why I put a t-shirt on. So yeah, we were staying at a really lovely pub. We'd paid for the 2 nights. And with that then you get a £15 voucher to go in each of those days to have your meal, to knock off for a meal and that. So we'd lost out on 1 day's worth of that, and you can't cash it in now other time because they date it. So but yeah, so right, what's been happening? If you haven't been over to the Travel Trolls, you won't know. So I'm gonna just start from the beginning really. So sorry, I'm really struggling to know where to start with all this, and I'm wailing off. So some of you might know that, well, you might not know, I don't know, but I do suffer quite a lot with my kidneys. I had a really, really bad kidney infection back in December. It was so severe, it was awful, and I kept leaving it and leaving it and leaving it, and I left it so long that I was fit. It was awful. I felt awful. It's not just the pain, don't get me wrong, the pain is awful, but it's where it makes you feel really ill. And I was back in December, I was really, really confused. I didn't know who I was basically or anything, so Dan had to just get me off to the hospital, and that was that. Kidney infection. Now with this now though, I don't have no urinary problems, if that's the word. No urine problems at all. Peeing normal, no unusual, nothing. It is just literally the kidneys. Anyway, it started up again. I could feel it coming. I know when this is coming, and I could feel it again sort of the week running up before we went away. I could feel it. You have to excuse me because I'm still in pain. So I could feel it, so I'm going to get onto this anyway. So I could feel it running up to when we went away. Had 1 night, great night there. No, 2 great nights actually. We spent two don't get me wrong, I wasn't top form, but then all of a sudden then on the 2nd night in bed, after we'd had a day out, we'd walked down on Bridleton Beach and everything. That was it. I just had this horrendous night with it again. All severe pain, everything. It was horrendous. Felt feverish. And I felt like then I was going to have another kidney infection, basically. So then the next morning then we decided we had to get home early and basically be near a hospital, because if it was going to be an infection again, then I would have had to have gotten antibiotics and obviously needs care and stuff like that. And I struggled to get home yesterday. I know when I'm on camera I might come across like okay and stuff, but you sort of, you know, hey, but honestly I wasn't well at all coming home yesterday. Anyway, I had a really bad day. Got home yesterday and straight away I just went straight to bed and rested up in bed all day. That's all I did. Just got up for what I needed to get up for. And it really did help actually. So I've gotten up this morning. I was like to Dan, I feel so much better today. I said, don't get me wrong, I'm still in pain and I'm feeling extremely delicate, but I feel a lot better, which I do actually. So that's brilliant. I'm still in pain. I'm just hoping to God, basically, that the infection ain't going to get worse. I'm guessing it's an infection. I have no idea. That's just my guess. I'm just hoping that it's not going to get any worse, because if it does, then obviously I'm going to have to get to hospital in Boston, which is an hour's drive away. It's all a palaver, and I really could do without that, if I'm honest. Last time I went to the hospital, they put me on a few drips, they gave me morphine, they did all scans and everything. So I'm guessing if I had to go again, they'd probably do that as well. So anyway, moving on to today. Quite a few of you had said on the travel trials you were looking quite ill in the face, and I was. But yeah, like I said, thank God I have woken up today feeling a little bit better in myself. But I'm delicate. I can't really do anything. I then was just trying to do my daily chores this morning just to get it tidy and stuff. And I was hoovering then in the end, and I had to run off and be sick, because makes you feel horrible. It just makes you feel horrible. Anyway, I'm in there being sick. Dan comes running in. Babe, come out. Jemima's had her babies. That's our duck. And I was like, babe, I'm being sick. So sorry if that's grossing you out, but that was the case this morning. But yeah, we got some new baby ducks this morning. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just going to rest up. Not rest. I'm not going to be bedridden today. I'm just not going to really move, because after doing the cleaning this morning, it did aggravate it all again, if I'm totally honest. And then I had to go and be sick and everything like that. So that's where I am with it. So because I've just spilt me coffee. So because I could feel this coming on about sort of a week prior, maybe even getting on 2 weeks, I ordered, I'll tell you that now in a minute. So for me to go for just the blood checks or to a doctor, as you all say, you need to get to a doctor. It's not easy. It really isn't. We're in the middle of nowhere. My local doctor isn't here. It's a 4-hour drive. And even then, to get a doctor's, don't get me wrong, if it was a complete emergency, I would get to a hospital in Boston. Don't get me wrong. But just to go and get, like, let's say a blood check or something, it's hard. So I thought to myself, and I know when I'm going to be having my next blood test, basically. I'm going to be booking that up with me smear test and everything like that. And I know that's not for quite some time. I'm not going to say exact dates and stuff, but it's not for quite a long time. So I thought to myself last week, when I was starting to feel this coming on again, I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy my own blood tests, my own home blood tests. Because then that way then, I can see what's going on and everything, and then if depending on the results, then I can organise to get down and to get to my own doctors and organise to talk to him about these blood test results, which you can do. And also, when you get the results on what I've ordered, you can actually get like a consultation. Basically, they'll ring you up and everything like that. Say good morning to my lot.
Forgot to tell you could have had a microphone on it now.
I could have had a microphone. Oh, cheers. Dan's been amazing. He has been really good. He always is when I go through these episodes. It just can't be helped. And we were planning to be going away as well in just a few days' time, up to a week maximum. But unfortunately, no, I'm going to have to just put all that on hold at the minute, because it's just, when I had that episode in December, honestly, it was horrendous, basically. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, so yeah, moving on to blood tests. So I've ordered a load of blood tests. Now, I've gone to this particular company. I don't know why. There's lots of different companies you could have gone to. And they send you out the kits, depending on what kit you want, depending on price. So I've got 4 kits coming. Well, no, I've got them actually. Sorry, I have got them. Obviously, I picked them up from down there. Yeah, well, actually, they arrived here yesterday. So I've got 4 kits coming now. You can pick and choose to which blood test you want. You could just have a blood test to check your iron levels. You can have a blood test to check your toenails, anything. That's a little over exaggerated. Don't take my word for that one. So I've picked 4. I've picked a particular kidney test. I've picked a liver test. I've picked like what they call like an MOT test. And then I've picked to do all my blood counts as well, because that's obviously all important. To get one or the only one, you're not then getting, like, let's say your full blood count, so you can't compare and stuff like that. Starting to feel weird, actually. Yeah, maybe I'm still overdoing it a little bit. So yeah, so that's what I've done. I've ordered these. Now, they do recommend that you fill them in on a Monday, preferably, to Thursday, so that way then when you get them done, to post it Monday to Thursday, so when you get them done they're not sitting with the postman that long. So I'm going to wait till Monday. Today is, what is it today? I think it's Saturday today. Yeah, Saturday the 26th. So we arrived home yesterday. I couldn't have done them yesterday. This morning I spent about an hour and a half going through each kit. You have to register them on the app and everything like that online, fill out all the forms and everything. So I did all that this morning, which took me about an hour and a half, and then on Monday I'm going to do the actual tests. Right, let me go and get the tests. Right, just on a lighter note, let's just break that up a little bit. So on a lighter note, I came home to a lovely card yesterday. I'm going to have to read it again, because when I got home yesterday, I opened it, but as you would have known, I really wasn't well at all. But so anyway, this is just to say, I'd like to say it's great seeing you on your own channel. I've missed watching you on your own channel. Sorry, that might be the way I'm saying it. Anyway, I would like to gift you these earrings because I noticed you haven't had any in since you lost one of your earrings, which I haven't. I lost one, I think it was in Cyprus or somewhere like that. Dan was going to replace them and get me a nice pair again when we were on holiday. And yeah, I never got some. Sorry, I do have these moments of confusion and stuff still. Yeah, so I haven't worn any since then. I haven't got none. So I hope you like them. They are solid silver. I hope you like them, sweetheart. You are precious, little lady. Much love from Deborah. So she's got me these beautiful little, and like I said, they're proper sterling silver earrings. So thank you very much, Deborah. That was awfully kind. That was so nice to come home to something nice yesterday. Do you know what I mean? So, really do appreciate that. And yeah, of course I will be wearing those. Actually, it's going to sound snobby, but it's not. I can't wear cheap earrings. I mean, I'm guessing 99% of you are the same. It has to be silver, otherwise my ears get really sore. I find it also with like necklaces and stuff like that, I'll get all like sore and horrible, like a reaction. So yeah, much appreciated that, Deborah. I'm going to be wearing those. Right, so let me just take a minute. So I'm a little bit long-winded about this, you know. So this is all this video is going to be. It's just me sitting down chatting about a few things, just a little update and stuff like that, because I'm not able to do much today. So going back to the week running up to it, 2 weeks prior, and I was getting like really confused and stuff. I mean, it might have been something to do with my medication. It might not have had nothing to do with my kidneys at all. But I do know when I had the episode then in December, I was really confused. So now it's adding up. Maybe the confusion this week has all been related to somehow. Anyway, I did take a urine test. When did I take one? I took it. I have like little strips and dips and stuff like that. I buy them because, you know, I often have troubles. But like I said, you can't just nip to a doctor's and stuff. So I have strips like that in the house. So I took one on the morning before we left North Yorkshire, Bridlington, or wherever we were. Bridlington. And yeah, it came up, all the results were not very good, but basically put it that way. So yeah, there's definitely was something wrong. It was definitely showing inflammation. Right, anyway, so I'm going to go on to these kits. So I bought 4 of these. Now, like I said, right, it's depending on what kit you want. Like, let's say on average, that one might have been 35 quid. I think probably, no, I'm not going to say the prices technically because I don't know. All I know is I probably spent about 200, 230 on all 4. Now, 3 of these were probably on the cheaper end, 35, 40 quid. But then one of them was like your full MOT. And that I think that one was about 120 quid. So I do know I spent over 200 quid on these, but you don't have to have them all. You can just pick one up if you've got only one concern. Right, so in these kits, now I don't want to be showing codes and stuff, obviously, because I've registered and scanned my own codes, thank you. I'll show you a different kit, actually. Right, there's a reason I'm showing you a different kit, because this one's got 2 files. So some of these might only have 1 file to do it, but this particular test has got 2. So whatever this test is for, they need the 2 files. So then you get these little tabby things. Oh, tabby, can't even think of the word. Basically, it pricks your finger, and you just got to squeeze them blood into these little files and stuff like that. Sounds gross or whatever, but I've watched the little help video on it, and it's really simple, if I'm totally honest. So depending on the, and apparently then they just you open an account with, this is from Wellso. Wellso is who I've gone with. There you go. I did try to go with Booper, but the only way Booper did it, the only way I could find and read about it is that where they send a nurse round. Oh no, I don't want that. Dan don't like blood tests. You can't even talk about blood tests with Dan. He hates needles. Yeah, so what happens then, when I've done all that, they go off in the post. About 2 days later, they reckon, 2 or 3 days later, the results will be in, and I just have to then go onto my app on the phone and go to the results bit, and all the results will be there. So I haven't got to wait for anything then to come back in the mail. I do think, apparently, if there's something major that needs discussing or something, they will call you. Don't look at them. Don't look at them.
Anything?
Me test, he will faint. Just had to wait for Dan, he went for a wee. Yes, so that's what I'm going to be doing anyway. It suits me. My twin sister was like, oh, you know, she was a bit dubious about it all. But, you know, if you live in a town and you live right next to your doctors, you know, yeah, that absolutely 100% go and see your own doctor, or go and see a hospital or something if there's something emergency. Like I said, if I got any worse with this, I'd be straight to the hospital anyway. But for something just like a doctor's, for me, is very difficult. So I feel like, for me personally, I'm not recommending this to anybody. I'm saying for me personally, this suits me. So I'm going to go with it and see what the results are. And obviously I'll come on and let you know if all's good as well. I did buy also a iron deficiency one as well. Not from these. I've actually got that coming from Amazon, and you just get your results there and then. It was supposed to have arrived not yesterday, the day before, and it's gone missing. It's gone missing. Both my parcels have gone missing. A pair of headphones in this little test. So they said if it doesn't arrive by the 27th, then get back to us. You can claim a refund. I'm just going to order another one, if I'm honest. Try and get that for tomorrow. Yeah, so this suits me anyway. I mean, once I get the results back and that, then it's up to you then whether you think that's a possible solution for it to suit you as well. It's only a little pinprick test. It's not like a real needle, so to say, so don't freak out. But if it was, I wouldn't have done it. Trust me. So yeah, anyway, on that note, I am feeling a lot better. Don't get me wrong, I keep getting my moments. It's still really early. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, 9:45. We've not even started a Travel Trolls vlog yet. I said to Dan, I just want to come in here while I've got the energy and have a chat with you guys for a quick half an hour and just an update and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm intrigued to what the results might show. See, I have been extremely tired. I've been really sleepy loads as well, and that's one reason why I'm getting my iron test. And obviously the kidney, because I've always suffered with my kidneys, always, since for all I can remember, really. Just always have. But never no urine problems. So I do remember once I had a blood test. I think it's up there actually still, and it said on there then. See, my speech is weird, isn't it? This is what I'm saying. I'm still not right. And it said on it then, my results had come up with CKD stage 2. So that's a little concern that had popped up in the past. And yeah, so I'm just intrigued to see what these will come up with. I'm guessing it's just going to be an infection. I'd actually said to Dan last night, I'm not actually going to do these now. I'm going to wait probably a week or two, these blood tests, because I said to him, what's the point in doing them now if I know I've got an infection in my kidney, and it's just going to mess all the results up, really, isn't it? I really wanted to do the blood tests while I felt like on a normal day, so to say, you know, to get just normal results. I don't want it to come back and show that my white blood cell count is really high, because obviously I'm fighting infection. But anyway, I'm going to go with it Monday. Hopefully I've still got 2 days then to recover, today and Sunday, and hopefully it'll just look better on the blood test results. Anyway, so so just a quick chat, sorry about that, just a quick chat and a little quick update. I will try and get back again tomorrow. It might be a sit down video again. I might actually bedazzle up my camera. I keep wanting to say phone. Might bedazzle up my camera while just having another chat with yous and stuff. And yeah, just touch wood. I'm only on the up now, aren't I? Hopefully. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little video there today. And don't worry your little selves. I will be having a real blood test by my real doctor with smear tests and everything. Not doctor, but hospital. And smear tests and stuff like that coming up as well. So it's not that I'm neglecting things and taking things into my own hands. I'm not. It's just, this is my preference, and I just feel like this is going to suit me. Right, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I will be back, like I said, maybe tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, I can't see why not. I've got no cooking to do today. Oh, that's something I haven't updated on either. So when we left, I literally cleared out everything, didn't I? Because I knew then we weren't going to have a fridge for the 3 days. 3 nights. We were going away for 3 nights. So anyway, because then we had to come home early, but I didn't have the energy to go into Tesco's yesterday. I literally could hardly get off the chair, if I'm honest, this chair. So we decided then that, well, I did have some eggs. So we decided then we'll get a home delivery for the next day, which is today. Nope, can't get a slot. Can only now get a slot tomorrow on Sunday. So we still got nothing. But luckily we did pop to a garage and got some bacon. And I've got eggs anyway. So we're going to have egg and bacon rolls tonight. So dinner ain't nothing to film today. It's just egg and bacon rolls. And I've been feeling fussy anyway, obviously. Right, anyway, that's my little update on my food and my shopping and everything. Right, we're going to love you and leave you and see you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed that. Take care. I love y'all. Bye.